Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a lesson on getting some good control over your helicopter. The reason I like to use the bigger ones on these videos is it's easier for everybody to see. Like, I get the screen zoomed in as close as possible, and you guys can see the bigger ones a little easier. So we're going to work on slow controlled flight. So fly as slow as you can in a straight line, spin the tail, and come back. Doing this as slow as possible. Try and fly a straight line as possible, which is extremely hard when you're moving this slow. You want to be able to do this to where you spin the tail left and right. This will really help you on control big time. Pretty much you need to have your nose left and nose right hovering down before you can do this. Which I've covered that in some of my other videos. So after you get that down, you're going to want to start working on very slow controlled circuits. The flatter you keep the disc, the slower the helicopter is going to move. So you're only going to want to bank it just a little bit and keep the tail rotating. The more you bank it, the faster it's going to get going. So right turns seem to be the easiest, so that's what I'm starting out with here. After you get the hang of the right turns, now you're going to be able to do left turns as slow as possible. Anytime you start working on something new, you should really start working on that as slow as you can. Alright, so the next thing after you get all that down, we're going to work on stationary piros. So start tail in, start spinning your tail. You're going to want to try and keep this thing in one spot the best you can. Oops, I messed up. It's been a while since I've done this. If you don't practice this stuff, you're going to lose it. I used to be able to keep these things dead steady when I would do this. Now if you can't hover tail in, nose in, side in, and all those orientations, you're not going to be able to do this at all. So now I'm getting sloppy. Now I'm going to spin the tail the other direction. Try and keep this as stationary as possible. You want to spin the tail slow. I mean, if you spin it fast, it's probably a little easier the faster you spin it, I think. So do it as slow as possible, because that's going to give you the most control out of this. Oh. Alright, so once you get those down, now we're going to work on the same thing, but inverted. These inverted straight lines are something I have actually never worked on, but I know I need to. As you can see, I'm all over the place here. Let me try this again. See, I'm not keeping a very straight line. I've actually never flown inverted this slow trying to go straight, and it's something that I see that I really need to work on. I mean, I'm not doing well at this at all. So that's something for me to start working on. But start working on those. I guess it really doesn't matter if you try the circles or the straight lines first. But now I'm going to do some inverted slow circuits. And as you can see, I'm not real good at these slow either. Can't keep these in such a tight area. This is about as slow as I can seem to do them, which is not going well. But I can pop this thing up here, go into a big hurricane, and just goes to show you how much harder it is when you do it slow. And that's what's really going to give you the control. The slower you do stuff, the better you're going to be at being able to keep these things in line when you're getting into something crazy. So yeah, I guess my inverted section on a slow control flight, I guess that's not going to be much help to you guys, but you know, I tried. Still gives you the basic idea of what you're trying to do. But I have got my inverted hovering down in different orientations. Not quite as well as I'd like to. I've got the nose in and tail down quite well. Once I move to the sides, I have a little more trouble, which is something I really need to work on because I've been working on my pyro flips. When you're doing those, if you don't come out perfectly level like I did there, you're going to need to be able to balance this thing while it's in the air. So that's where some of those stationary pyros go for you. Yeah, I'm trying to talk and fly at the same time, so sorry if I sound a little goofy here. But you'll never get good at these. See, I got off there. I didn't really know how to correct for it because I'm not good at my stationary inverted pyros. Now if I'm lucky enough to get close to being flat when I flip, then I can do them pretty well. Which I'm pretty good at getting it real close to being flat. Let me try and do a couple of these real close to the camera. Oh. Alright, that wasn't good. But moves like this is really why you need to work on this slow controlled stuff. See right there, it's going sideways on me. I really don't know how to pull out of that because I have not got my inverted slow flying and my inverted stationary pirouettes down well. As long as I can flip and get it close to level when I come out of it, I can do these just fine. But as soon as I get off, then it starts going in crazy directions. I don't know what it's going to do. And that's pretty much it, I guess. But if you've watched any of my other flight videos, you'll see I've come a long way. It's because I put my time in on the sim. If I didn't spend a lot of time on the sim, I would be nowhere near at the level of flying that I'm at right now. This is how I fly my real helicopter. Not usually quite so close to the ground. A little less aggressively. Trying to save some money here and not crash, so I take it a little easier and try and stay kind of high up when I do this stuff on the real thing. But yeah, I'd say my average flight when I go out looks like this. I'm gonna stop talking and just fly a little bit here. Show you guys the kind of stuff I do. I'm going to say most of it's thanks to all the sim time and working on some of this slow controlled stuff. Pretty much do most things real big and slow like this. It's kind of the flying I enjoy to watch the most, and the kind of flying I enjoy the most. Just big and slow and graceful. Alright, I screwed up there. That's why I don't usually like to be so low to the ground when I fly for real. Another reason not to stay low to the ground. But as you'll see, also all this control will also help you out because you'll be able to start flying, doing the tricks you can do tail in. You'll be able to do these to the sides.